Bodilima is a scary mythical creature in Sri Lankan folklore, mostly because of the grotesque noise it makes in the middle of the night. It is believed to be a female demon preying on men due to the injustice of her origin. A long time ago, a woman who died during childbirth and her fury at her husband who abandoned her during her labor, now seeking revenge on all men. Bodilima. She is said to be the spirit of a woman who died with the fetus in utero. In fact, the dread of a woman becoming a Bodilima was so strong in the olden days that it gave rise to the custom of removing the fetus from the womb of a woman who died in advanced pregnancy before she was buried. So what's so scary about her? Picture this. You hear an eerie sound like a mournful wailing in the middle of the night. It begins as a low groan until it crescendos in a loud cry, somewhat like a mother in the throes of childbirth. You get frightened by the sound, and a hideous figure suddenly appears from nowhere to throttle you with her long fingernails before getting away. Even a scratch would tell you the end is nigh. You are a victim of the Bodilima. Strangely, the Bodilima particularly victimizes men, and when her cry is heard, the men remain inside the house, while the women folk rush outside with broomsticks uttering all kinds of obscenities to ward her off. But if you're a man that guarding your cheena farming at night, you don't have any choice but to masturbate and throw some of your sperms towards the area that the sound appears. Old folks believed that it will satisfy the needs of the Bodilima and she will leave the area. The belief is quite an old one, says Hugh Neville in Myth of the Bodilima. The Taprobanian, he says the Bodilima is a sort of banshee, the ghost of a pregnant Sinhalese woman who died and was buried with her undelivered child still alive. From time to time her weary spirit wails round houses to warn other women, and in consequence it is usual now to perform a surgical operation on the dead body of a pregnant woman in expectation of the possible rescue of a living child. The Bodilima is very similar to the Churel of India, the vampirish spirit of a woman who dies while pregnant or in childbirth, and who comes in the devious guise of a beautiful woman to seduce young men, draining their blood, semen, and virility and transforming them into old men. It was also popularly supposed amongst the Malays of old that if a woman died in childbirth, she would become a Lanksaya, a flying demon of the nature of the White Lady or Banshee. In Sri Lanka the same name is used to a chameleon species. Its Sinhala name is also Bodilima, and in some areas, they call Bodilila or Bodilla. Chameleons are arboreal and slow-moving lizards with a unique ability to extend their tongue nearly the length of the body and capture prey. And also they can change their body color from green to yellow rapidly and move their eyes independently. They have digits in two opposable sets, in which 2 digits are fused to form the forward set, and 3 digits are fused to form the other set. They call zygodactyl hands. Chameleons have large eyeballs that are covered with skin. Their terrific larger eyes and scary slow-moving behavior would be the main reasons for the folklore. Scales on the body are enlarged and tuberculated. They show diurnal habits. An adult chameleon is about 40 centimeters in size. From chameleons that transform into women at night to deadly venomous skinks with 2 tails, to geckos that determine your destiny, the Sri Lankan society has no shortage of stories on lizards. But how true are these? We know that definitely, that Bodilima is not a chameleon that transforms into a woman at night. The most common interesting fact in every story is the sound that this legend makes at night. So can Bodilima be a misidentified animal that sounds in a creepier way, or another word for the sound of Alama, the devil bird? The sound of the devil bird is a very familiar sound for the villagers. So it is hard to say that they misidentified the cry. The whole story gets creepier and has no answers, but in the future hopefully, we will get some answers that fulfill our curiosity.